So maybe before we talk about how to engage employers in the skills agenda, it's important to think about why involve employers in the skills agenda. And here, clearly, it's employers that will have the best idea about what the future needs are, the future skills needs of either their sector or their particular area of business. And so it's absolutely critical, and the way to engage them is clearly about engaging them on their business development. And that is at a national level with sectors, talking about what the industrial strategy is for their sector and where it's going. But more locally, it's absolutely critical that as an area like Manchester, for instance, where we are today, that leaders come together and discuss the aspirations for the area that we're living and working. It is here that the children go to school, the businesses exist, and all those small businesses and those small business leaders need to be involved with providers in creating that way forward. And they'll only do that if you start building a local agenda about how we're going to use the resources that we have here, what are the skills problems, what are the unemployment problems. Once you start having a debate at that level, you can really then start talking about skills as a secondary issue. So I know apprenticeships are really on the radar at the moment. And in the last years, we've kind of repatriated and recaptured in UK what an apprenticeship is and what it isn't. And one of the things of the past that was dangerous is that an apprenticeship had become a solution to an unemployment problem, rather than a clear qualification in itself that could proudly sit alongside the academic view. Now that that's in place and standards are being maintained, it is then very much a local issue. And it is about, and it starts with parents and teachers and children to understand that the vocational pathway can be as powerful and as productive and can lead to the same outcomes as the academic route. So it's interesting, in Siemens, for instance, our CEO is an ex-apprentice. You can go all the way from the shop floor to the top floor. And so parents and teachers need to reposition this back into the school careers advice service. And that is probably the most important thing that needs to happen, is that mindset change that vocational education really is a productive pathway. And that's a very, very local issue.